street that is 4-hour parking. When that's done, you can't just go back and refeed your meter. You actually have to move your car to a different spot, and they will ticket you. So if anyone needs to go move their car, please do it now. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Family Offices, Health Homes has been generous enough to help sponsor this event, as well as provide the space for our lovely cocktails the last 3 or 4 nights. And hopefully you guys had a good time as well. I'd like to introduce the chairman of Victoria Global, Soho Loft, and LDJ Capital, and our moderator for the day, Mr. David Drake.
Hello. Hey. Hey, everybody. We're going to go into the pitch workshop in a few minutes. I was just going to introduce myself. And we've got more people trickling in throughout the whole day. A little traffic in San Francisco. My background is, I was born and raised in Stockton Street, over here to undergrad grad school, which I did in D.C., at University of George Washington. And then I started investing in companies, working in real estate, worked on Wall Street. And over the last 15 years, made a lot of different investments, maybe 20, 30 different holdings, and fell into these conferences by chance. And crowdfunding was an accident. About 4 or 5 years ago, actually, Bob Hammett from Hammett & Quist, HR and Quist was a partner of ours. We were actually majority investors in real estate and redevelopments. I was in charge of capital markets. And that's how it started, where I was focused on international markets, institutional markets, and I wanted to bring everybody together. Conferences and events, as opposed to travel around the world, which is tiresome. I think that some people here know I do travel a lot around the world, almost every other day. And we started in 2011, putting together conferences 4 or 5 times. At that time, actually, the Senate, the House, were both, saying, hey, we can create jobs, going through the crisis, re-elect us, and we were having 6 self-direction witnesses coming to our desks every other week, telling us what's happening. The underlying laws of the Jobs Act and Dodd-Frank was covered. We talked about it, and we were focused on investors, family offices, institutional investors, broker dealers, and we wanted to talk to them and educate them on what the regulatory landscape looked like in the U.S. and what they could do to raise money or make their investments more transparent, and how we've also given money to small businesses and startups. Before we knew it, within 8 months, I'm logging Congress, we do 5, 6 events a year in my investment. I'm actually sitting in the back every night, every day. I'm just interviewing people in the audience. I was just curious where they're from, who they are, what they did. Steve Cinelli is here today. He was one of the guys that grabbed it. Let's talk in the back. So I actually just sat there interviewing people. I went back to school. I was curious. Still am. Always was. And before I know it, we had an event in New York with Patrick Henry, who did the Jobs Act. And I think he was in charge of the crowdfunding portion of the Jobs Act. And 30 investors. And then within a couple of months, we had the Jobs Act created in March 8, 2012. And we decided also to start a crowdfunding association. We started a process in regulatory advocacy. There was a startup exemption, the Soho Loft, and the technologies that started on March 8, 2012. Obviously, first thing I realized was we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what an association was supposed to do. We didn't know what a self-regulatory organization was. And we thought we could be one, and FINRA is the only one that is a self-regulatory organization, period. But we had our first meeting with SSC that we organized, and the first meeting in New York, that was April 20th, 2012. And since then, we've been working with SSC every week for the last 2 years. I resigned from that immediately because we don't have a platform. I was just curious putting it all together. We had all these conferences, so obviously people were coming to us and we were able to educate and tell people what's happening, what's going on in DC. And fast forward over the last 3 years, we decided to launch a lot of publications to educate more. Times Realty Magazine, Times Realty News is one. We actually finished a top 20 crowdfunding real estate report a couple months ago, showing you the real difference between all the crowdfunding real estate platforms. So I encourage you to check that out. If you guys want to understand what's happening in the industry, that's one way to do it. Another one is to read the articles. And I personally started writing articles about 3 or 4 years ago. I did some at Wall Street Journal, I wrote for Forbes, started writing FundingPost, Entrepreneur, and 8 other publications. Mainly because somebody told me I couldn't write. And secondly, a lot of journalists didn't want me, well, they interviewed me and then sometimes they wouldn't let them print it. Or it wouldn't come out in time. Or my story wouldn't come out properly. So that doesn't annoy me. So now we have divisions of publications, divisions of conferences. We do 200 conferences a year. And they're all based on investors, finance, and how to get money from them. All of institutional, hedge funds, family offices, private equity, venture capital, business angels. One new announcement is I just did a partnership with the Business Angel Network of Europe. They call it Business Angels, we call it Angels. Same. And they've doubled in size from $4 to $8 billion investments in the last couple of years. And one of the reasons is, for this little tangent, I was part of the US Commerce Department on policy on how to raise money for small businesses. Europe has 48 million, we have 25 million, and they were emulating the US policies for the last 3-4 years, and it's worked. So now the business angel networks in Europe are actually investing a lot of money because they have European funds co-invested with them, which they emulate from here. So we're involved across the border of investment groups from high to low. So I get to see what's happening in the industries. Today, we're going to be seeing some of the leading platforms in the world for crowdfunding. I broke the news April 2013 of the top 10 in Forbes. Then there was top 25 we did April this year. We're tracking 100 of them. And we don't have a platform, but we're tracking what everybody else is doing. And we're going to see a huge seismic shift. Look, in 1993, there were 633 websites. Check out Wikipedia. 4 years later, AOL went public. Following it, the same thing's going to happen here. People are realizing I can put all my documentation online. And I can look at it online. And that means anybody in the world can look at it. We call it crowdfunding here. It's just, it's online technology allowing you to share information and make it efficient. E-trade was based on that too. And that was also an explosion of industry. So you see also a lot of institutions, pension funds, hedge funds, starting to say, well, we might not want to do smaller things like crowdfunding. We might want to look at funds in the future. Funds doing a second fund or third fund for $400 million one day. The pension funds institutions is bringing in. To look at them. And that's happening right now. And that's a mega shift for the next 24 months. So that's what I like to write about, what's happening globally. So I travel around the world, I interview government agencies, family offices, and I look at the regulatory landscape all over Europe and Asia to see what's happening, finding best practices, and that's also the reason I wrote and write about it. I do like, it's educational for me. I visual. I write it down and I remember it better and I understand it better. And if I can make other people understand it, then I'll understand it pretty well. We're doing about 200 finance this year now. And we're bringing everybody together. Today you'll see some of the leading crowdfunding platforms. This is some of the family offices and bigger funds that are in the space, getting into the space, want to be in the space. We have Thompson Family Office, investigators with money to Lending Club. Prosper's keynoting today to tell us, how they have broken $1 billion recently. And Ron is in the back. We're excited about seeing him speak later on at Florida Chicago, but it's going to be brilliant meeting here. So excited about that. So I thought we'd do that one. We're going to start with a little. We're going to start with an introduction of everybody and also a pitch workshop. Our partners, FundingPost, that we do about 25 events with them a year, is focused on venture capital and angel networks. I'm the co-founder of 2 angel networks and a member of 2 more. And consequently, we do these pitch workshops where we actually challenge you to go out for 30 seconds and volunteer and go to 30-second pitch. Because we get pitched all the time. As an angel network, we see hundreds of deals. And everybody's pitching us all the time. So it's a good educational process to see what other people say about your pitch and how you convey that. So I'm going to give the word over to Stephen, who's part of FP Angels, and stage is yours. Thank you.
Can you guys hear me? We good? Okay. I don't like that. I probably need one though, but I'm Steve Silver. I'm one of the founders of FP Angels, which is FundingPost's angel side of what they do. And we have a meeting every month where we have about 2 to 3 entrepreneurs pitch to our investor base. And it's unique because it's all online. So we do a WebEx from investors from all over the nation. And it's really the first of its kind for an angel group that is a national, even worldwide angel group. And our goal is to have 100 investors within a year of starting. We started 6 months ago. And we've already funded 5 deals that came in. So, my background was starting to work for the nation's largest angel investment group. We have 2 for them. We're starting here in the Bay Area. And after doing that for 2 years, I saw a disconnect between deals getting funded and the reality of how angels invest and what entrepreneurs are expecting to receive from when they go and pitch to these investors. Part of it's like, basically the pay-to-play model where you're paying an angel group to pitch, and that was something that we didn't believe in. So we wanted to let really anyone come in, apply to our angel group, and it's unique because you guys have an idea, you can go on the website right now at angels.com, upload your executive, fill out all the information, and hopefully this pitch workshop, which will be relatively quick, will help shape your guys' application if you do apply. But what happens is each investor gets an email with your deal, and we get immediate feedback. So the moment you apply online, all of us get an email, and we can say whether we like it, we dislike it, or we're not interested. And so we get an immediate feedback from our investor base, knowing exactly what they think of your deal. So if you communicate with me directly before you apply, feel free to. I can give you that real-time feedback just so you can sort of gauge whether our group's interested or not before you actually go through the process of pitching. Is this annoying to you guys? Is this lighting or David, should we turn it off temporarily or?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't even see you when you were up here earlier.
All right.
We'll temporarily turn off. Okay, so I want to get to the workshop, and whether you're doing a tech startup or a real estate startup or a mix of whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. All the concepts are pretty much the same. And when you're going to pitch somebody, you might only have a few seconds to convey your opportunity. And I think the biggest mistake entrepreneurs or pitching investors do is they'll overcomplicate their pitch and they'll get into details that you don't care. It really comes down to conveying your opportunity cleanly, concisely, quickly, and not droning on. Because a lot of times they call it an elevator pitch for a reason, right? You're in the elevator, you see someone, you gotta convey your idea. So I'm gonna run through a list of things that I want you guys to do if you're taking some notes or very investors are going to give you some real-time feedback. We're trying not to be too harsh, but if you follow these directions, you'll do really good. So, obviously, first and foremost, you stand up on stage, and you need to know who you are, and what your company name is, and what your role is. So, you're the CEO, founder, whatever it may be. The next thing you need to do is give a basic overview of your company. And when I mean basic, I don't mean getting into the details of every little nuance in your revenue model and etc. and going on through all those things. Obviously, when did you start your company? What does it do? What industry is it in? The next thing you need to talk about is exactly what it does. And a lot of times you'd be surprised. Entrepreneurs will pitch for a half an hour, and our investors will eat. At the end of the meeting, be like, what do you do? And that's wasting everybody's time. The second and third thing you want to focus on is what is the problem? What problem are you solving? If you're in real estate, maybe there's not a problem. but obviously there's an opportunity. Oh, this building is a great opportunity to invest in it. This is why we want to invest in this building, purchase this asset. It's a good opportunity. If it's a tech company, obviously, typically, you're solving a problem. Like, the internet's too slow. We're increasing Wi-Fi speed over the phone 4x through this device or through this software. So next thing you want to get into, obviously, is your market. Who is the market? Who are you selling to? Or if it's not so much a consumer product like that, obviously, real estate. What is the market environment like where you're investing? Why are we investing in building a resort in Bahamas versus Florida, right? There's a reason for that, correct? So that's something you want to get into. I want to know who you are. And when we talk about your team, we don't have time to go through your CFO and list out their names. We don't care about their names right now. All we're going to remember is you. So don't spend this time talking about your team unless you've got, Bill Gates or like Tim Draper on your team. It's something that's really impressive and impactful in your presentation. So what's also really important is to give a quick history of your company. We started 6 months ago. Here's what we've accomplished. I've seed funded my company about $50,000. And then I want to talk about your future plans. And how much money you're looking for and what you can do with that money. So I need $1 million, and that $1 million is going to accomplish X, Y, and Z. And basically, it's going to have a burn rate of at least three times the amount of money you need. So you're not going to run out of money. If you say it's going to be 6 months, you want to give them, 3 times that as far as how much burn rate you're going to have. Now, obviously, real estate is a little different, but I do see there's a lot of real estate crowdfunding platforms here, and like anything with technologies, you've got a sales cycle there. So obviously, what are your needs? How much you're looking to raise? Most importantly, what is the investor going to get? So many times entrepreneurs forget to explain to the investors. So easy to say I need $2 million, but what are they going to get out of it? Are they going to have residuals coming out of it? It's going to be 10% monthly. Is it going to be your goal to have a 10x return if you bought out another company, and so on and so forth. So at the end of your pitch, of course, you need to make sure to just recap your name, your company, what you're looking for, and give your contact information. In a quick pitch, you have to use your phone number, but on your presentation, obviously, you want your contact information. At the end, you'd be so surprised how many pitches I've seen of entrepreneurs presenting, and there's no contact information. The last slide is thank you, and you don't know how to contact them. So just little things that make a big difference. And I think that pretty much covers the overview. This is a quick pitch, and how many people are going to present? How many
volunteers? Yes. Raise your arm and you'll volunteer and pitch. All right, let's get started.
We need some more. There's some more in there.
That's okay.
Okay, so we'll put a limit at a minute because 30 seconds is really tough. But we're going to cut it off right away so it's fair, and then we're going to use some feedback. So, who wants to go first?
I will. Okay. All right, good.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Why not the mic? You got a mic? Yeah. All right, I'm fine with it.
Okay, good.
I'm going to take 30 seconds. Awesome. Hi, my name is Jim Aldrich, CEO and founder of FundingPost.com. We are now a crowdfunding real estate platform. I think the difference for us is that instead of being a technology company, but in real estate, we are a group of real estate investors that have a combined 150 years investment experience in real estate. We have seven board members. Everybody's got about 20 years of real estate investment experience, and in 20 years, not one of our investors has lost capital. Crowdfunding.com, come to the website and the opportunities we have available.
It would be nice for you, Jim, to tell us where you're based, where your operating headquarters are.
Okay, so we're based out of
LA.
LA,
you go.
specifically Malibu, California. The majority of our board members are Malibu residents. It happens to be my neighborhood. So that's where LA based. Another feedback to be able to that, you talked about the amount of deals you've done, and 150 years is enough. I'm not talking about 20 years. Keep it shorter. Just go to the deals. We've done this many deals. We got this kind of return. So people hear it right away and say, oh, okay, we manage and run with our own money into it. That's important. A lot of other groups don't put their own money into it, so say I'm going to put my money where my mouth is.
Sure. So that is one of the differences. Every deal, we put capital into the deal. It's a requirement. So we'll put money into it.
I think the big thing is, you might have said it, but it's just so one kind of long run sentence.
Okay.
Define what it is. Your platform. You might have done it, but I just felt like it went over my head. So define what the platform is, and you're looking for people to use your platform to find investments, correct? Okay, just be super clear. Pretend that we're all, even if you don't understand real estate or at all what you're talking about. Just make it a big thing. You say that up front.
Yeah, it'd be good also to talk about asset classes. Single family, multi-family, commercial, retail, roundup, all of the above. It differentiates you with other platforms. And you may say that, you know what, we're the only one doing this. Because most people don't even know about crowdfunding sometimes, so they don't even know how to compare you to somebody else. All right, I'm going to bring up the next one, right? Thanks, Jim. Go ahead. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Harold Hickson. I'm the president of apartmentsforsale.com, and I'm from Washington State. I have been in multifamily investments since 1987. I actually started here in the Bay Area. My company owns and operates about 1,600 apartment units throughout the West Coast. Has a market value of about $100 million and about $35 million in debt. We distribute monthly cash flow yields, 5 to 10% on our investments, sometimes much higher than that. We turn around troubled properties. I bought apartmentsforsale.com several years ago, and with the idea to create liquidity for our investors. Investors are starved for cash flow. They get 0.1% in a bank. We provide real cash flow with real upside, with real tax benefits that save the investors because of depreciation. I want to use apartmentsforsale.com to create liquidity. Berkshire Hathaway just recently bought Hendricks Partners, which is a multifamily brokerage company. Also, LoopNet sold to CoStar for $580 million. Those are the models we're going after, and we'd love to be able to make some contacts here, to be able to take apartmentsforsale.com, to be able to serve investors throughout the world. Happy to answer any questions.
No, that's good. That's really good. You covered most of it. It would be nice if you could add one more thing, such as, what do I want? What is my offering? What am I looking for? Because now you gave us, like a commercial, or telling people what you do, but it'd be good to everybody to walk away and say, okay, I want to talk to you because I've got what you want.
We're looking to develop relationships with family companies, high net worth companies that want to be able to, we're looking to be able to do, we find a deal that's a $50 million deal, we don't have access to capital for those type of deals. We'd like to get relationships to be able to get access to those kind of capital. Also, we'd like to be able to have relationships with technology people to build apartmentsforsale.com. Dixon at PCMIgroup.com is my email address. Thank you.
Thank you, Harold. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jor Law, and I'm the co-founder of VerifyInvestor.com. VerifyInvestor.com was co-founded by securities attorneys and investment bankers to provide third-party investor accreditations verification services. This is required by the SEC for publicly raised 506C and capital offerings. We currently handle all types of verifications for accredited investor types as well as international verifications. Some of the things that set us apart from the competition are the fact that all of our verifications are conducted using at least one SEC safe harbor guideline. We don't have any venture capital money. We're more than adequately funded. And the reason we tend to be winning the trust of law firms is that they trust us not to use our information that we collect to be competitive with their clients or to just use the information that investors give to us. Almost every single other provider in the space has a business model that makes us have to look to that risk.
What are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for, I guess, introductions to plurals, issuers, investors, anyone that is in the capital raising space that could use verification of investors or to verify themselves.
And you're not in capital raise. You guys are self-funded?
We are self-funded.
Any other feedback from the audience? Thank you. We're gonna have Louis. Louis is gonna be presenting later, but he wants to do a 30-second pitch, so let's see how he does. I'm actually gonna time you. I'm gonna cut you off in 45 seconds.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Louis Sorico. I am the CEO of Executive Lifestyle Furnished Homes. We provide furnished corporate housing solutions to corporations such as yours. We started here in 2007 in the Bay Area with a small portfolio of homes, and that has grown over time. We basically take an unfurnished property, whether we own it, lease it, or partner with a partner on it, and we make it beautiful. We put themes to our house, such as a Tuscany theme or a Mariposa theme, but we make these places beautiful. We make the places you want to stay, and we charge hotel rates. So that allows us to earn 2 to 3 times unfurnished market rents, therefore creating greater cash flow. We have a staff that services all of our homes, so we treat our guests like they're in a hotel, but we earn greater amounts of money, and so we go ahead.
No, 1 minute.
Sorry.
1 minute's up.
My 1 minute's up.
The last 5 seconds.
Oh, I got it.
I'm gonna put a little timing on this.
Makes sense. So basically what we're looking for, we pay 10% to our investors, we secure it with property, and we also share in equity. So there's only so many deals that we can do using our own cash. We are a profitable corporation, but there's only so many things we can do. So we're looking for investors to help us double the number of doors that we have. With that, I'll take any questions.
How much money are you looking to raise? You didn't say that.
So we look at a deal-by-deal basis. Currently, right now, we're looking for $500,000 to $1 million for the deals that we have.
And are you only offering return, or are you offering equity as well?
So it's a combination. We pay our investors 10%. They get a check every month, and there's an equity split. Depends on the deal, and we look at it on a deal-by-deal basis. And based on
It would be great if you could squeeze that in at the beginning and say, hey, we're doing equity dividend on a monthly basis.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna have a little different pitch next. We're gonna have Liron come up and do a little twist here on pitching.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, folks. I'm sure some of you have heard of House Hunters. It is a television series that has generated 17.5 million viewers, currently one of the top shows on television. We intend to corner the market of luxury television geared specifically towards real estate. The way we're doing it is we are starting with one television series that is called Lux Properties. We're going to highlight several properties per show, a 30-minute show, and broadcast it worldwide. Chinese investments have been $1.1 billion in the last 6 months in real estate alone. We have access to the Chinese market. We're going to have access to the Latin market. We're seeking a very measly $20,000 to film the first pilot episode, which we will then broadcast to our partners. And we are offering a 20% return for that investment in our company. We intend to shoot 6 television series over the next year and be extremely profitable, and that will go quite far away.
Nice. Less than a minute, 52 seconds. Cover a little about everything, what you want, what you're looking for, what you're doing. I like that. And that'll be less.
20% cash return or 20% equity?
20% equity in the entire operation.
No, it's good. You want to go up next? We're going to hold you to a minute.
Hi, I'm Todd Yancey. I'm on the board of directors of IRA Services. We are a company that facilitates and allows you to use your retirement funds to invest in crowdfunding. Probably a year ago, I got very excited about the crowdfunding movement and said there's got to be a way to leverage the $12 trillion that's sitting today in retirement accounts into investments in crowdfunding. We have over 50,000 clients with $10 billion sitting in our company. They would like to make investments. We allow you to advertise the way in which your potential clients can invest in your crowdfunding initiatives. And I'm here today to share with you a better way to raise capital through crowdfunding.
50 seconds is good.
So I didn't really understand how, whether it's conceptually you have people ready to do it, you're trying to set it up, or if you're crowdfunding a site, or if you're already facilitating it, or if you're doing deals about it.
IRA Services is the number one provider. Self-directed IRA accounts that allow you to invest your retirement account into crowdfunding real estate. We're a company that was started in 1979, and we have, as I said earlier, over 50,000 clients with $10 billion in assets to invest in. We're an established company. What we want to do is share with you the way in which the average investor can invest in crowdfunding.
Okay.
If you take a look at today, an average individual has more money sitting in their retirement account than their savings and checking account. The average is 12 times that. So it's a tremendous amount of money that's sitting there that can be utilized in crowdfunding. But it's the biggest secret in crowdfunding today. Everyone's looking for investors. Investors are there. It's how you enable them.
Good. Thank you. We're going to have a little surprise pitch here. Ron Super raised $10 million. It was 1 minute pitch. He did that a month ago. It's clear. Ron, I'm excited. I want to see this one.
So I need all the cameras off.
You want it off? You want it off? I don't know how to do this. So hold on 1 second. I can block it. We'll turn it off.
In January of 2013, my two partners and I walked into a room with 23 people at Sequoia. And we saw 5 billionaires and the rest of the firm sitting there waiting for us.